He knows the bunny was just here. We were at the front steps, and he knows the bunny. There's the bunny. There you go, buddy. He's right there. He goes, hopping away from you. That's it. Say bye-bye, bunny. Come on, let's go eat, huh? We got a big game tonight. We need our food, huh? You're going to take a leak? That makes a good intro. There you go. All right. Yeah, you're a superstar, kid.
You ready? Here we go. It did it. I don't believe it. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Go.
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Go. All right, Panther fans. Here we go. Game 4. Eastern Conference Finals. Hopefully it's the last game of this year's Eastern Conference Finals. Barkov is in. Maurice is still cracking jokes, says he's the freshest guy out there on the ice. Alright, sounds good to me. There ain't a whole lot that can be said that hasn't already been said, but I will say this. This one is for us. Now, the players have done all the work this year. But a lot of us, myself included, with thousands of you, have also done the work over the last 20-something, however long it's been. I don't feel like doing math. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, and there's been a lot of people, despite what the fan bases of other teams might say, there's been a lot of people that stuck with this team year after year after year. We stuck through them with Seth Griffith was on our top line. And we had 822-year-old Tim Thomas as our goalie, and we were supposed to take that seriously. Stuck through it. I was going to list out a bunch more, but let's just stay positive here. You get the point. Now, this is different than the game 4 against Toronto, right? Hopefully we've learned our lesson. Not that we played poorly that game, but one thing that they did say before game 4 against Toronto was, well, just treat it like any other game, and we have to understand that Toronto, and now tonight, the Canes, are not going to treat this like any other game. They are going to elevate their level of play. We are going to have to match that and probably do a little bit better. I'm not thinking even about what's coming after tonight. That's not even on my mind, in the sense that I want to celebrate this tonight. This is what I want to focus on. What we can accomplish tonight. Winning the Eastern Conference and punching our ticket to the Stanley Cup Final at home. At home. And that's the point. That's the point when I say this is about us. Obviously, I'm not at the game, but a lot of people that watch this channel are at the game. A lot of people who stuck through the year after year after year after decade of not good play. Waiting and waiting and waiting for this point where we can say it's our time. I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous, no. I'm nauseous, but I'm not nervous. Not going to make a score prediction. Going to keep with that. Not going to talk about what might happen if we win. I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm not talking about anything other than this moment right here. Every shift, every time the puck's on your stick, every time the puck is not on your stick. Never more focused than we need to be right now in this game, in this moment. I expect 125%, 126% effort from everybody on the ice tonight. I expect everybody to still be in the groove, to be in the grind, and to get this done. Let's get this done tonight. All right. Let's get this party started. All right, so 2-1 Panthers after one. Nice period of play. I was much happier with the first 10 minutes that we had than the second 10 minutes. Carolina seemed to get things going again. Obviously, it was 2-0. They get one back. I got a good feeling. Let's just put it that way. We look like we look like we got shot out of a cannon. The game is definitely getting rough. Bennett absolutely levels. I don't want to say his name wrong, so it's either Slavin or Slavin. I hear it pronounced both ways, and I hear people get pissed off when it's pronounced either way, to the point where I can't remember which way it is. So he's out. He's not coming back. He definitely looks like he got concussed. Looked like it was a clean hit in terms of intent. We'll put it that way. But it can't tell if both their heads hit. They only showed it from one angle, so I couldn't tell if both their heads hit or if the shoulder hit. What I couldn't tell. If somebody else saw it, that's not me trying to, get out of anything. I just saw the one angle. I couldn't tell. Then, of course, at the end, with a little bit of stuff going on in the scrum after weigh-in, after the horn is blown, Burns slashes Tkachuk in the nuts. And I got Canes fans in my chat saying he deserved it, saying that, I got to tell you, the Bruins fans were cool, and the Leafs fans were cool. But I've had to ban so many Canes fans, it's obscene. It's incredible. Didn't have to ban any Bruins fans. I think there was one Leaf guy, but the Canes fans, they just keep coming. There's some nasty, nasty Hurricanes fans in my stream chat. That's okay. We just ban them. Done, done, done. So, for whatever reason, that fan base, I guess they're more angry because they're down 3-0, wanting to have a chance to go to the Cup Finals. I get it. But on the other hand, behave, people. Meanwhile, on the ice, it's still 2-1. Power plays both ways. I would have obviously preferred 3-0 to 2-1. We still have a hockey game here. The Canes, they are not going to go away quietly. My heart hopes this doesn't. I guess if we have to win it 2-1, we'll win it 2-1. But 5-2 would be better. All right. It's 3-2 Panthers after 2. What did I say at the end of last period? 5-2. Oh yeah, that would be nice. We've come close a couple of times. So is Carolina. It is become what this series is. Even though there's a few more goals, there's not like there's a lot of room. In fact, I would say it's pretty much the same amount of room. It's just the goalies, instead of being stratospherically superhuman, they're just superhuman tonight. Bad news for the Panthers. Luostarinen blocked the shot. I don't know if it went off of his leg or if it was his hand or what. He has not returned. But now Nietzsche had blocked the shot and looked like he was toast, and he came back out. So maybe Luostarinen can make it back out for the third period. But the Panthers have been known to be really conservative when putting guys back in. Now, Verhaeghe takes a hooking penalty, and I believe that's probably in part because he's the one that's been double shifting. I've noticed that he's been, he was on the top line, he was in Luostarinen's spot. I saw him a little bit out there on the fourth line, and then once we got the real fourth line out there, Ryan Lomberg, right now, as of this moment, Ryan Lomberg has the Eastern Conference Finals clinching goal. Now, you guys know I like to bitch about bitching. I saw some people last game bitching about Lomberg, saying they'd rather have Dalpe. So it would only be apropos, considering that play was completely made by Lomberg's tenacity. All right. Hopefully, we have 20 minutes, and the next time you see me, I'm screaming, jumping up and down, and really don't know how to act. Yes! Oh! Last time we made it this far, I was 26? Whatever. Something. I was a kid. Right now, my 24-year-old kid is still streaming the post game. I'm stoned. The Florida Panthers are going to the Stanley Cup. This is my 7th season of making these videos. I've done just about 1,600 videos. And for most of you, this is the first time you'll be watching one of my videos because I'm the Panthers guy. But guess what? Damn it, I'm the M&F Panthers guy. And I will take that to the bank tonight. I'm cashing in my chips and we're going to the Stanley Cup Finals. When the Canes tied the game, I had put my rally cap on, and the chat was like, "Why do you have your rally cap on?" I'm like, "We need the extra juju." Now they were kind of complaining because they had scored with the rally cap on. Okay, all right, but I left it on. And I'll tell you why I left it on. I'm going to tell you what happened, and then I'm going to tell you why I left it on. What happened after that was we got that power play. And Kyle had been lifting. We lift weights whenever we get scored upon. Normally it's me. So when they tied it, the chat just said, "We got this." Positive energy. We got this. We got this. We got the power play. I took the weights from Kyle and started lifting. And over the course of the year, and this is not an exaggeration because of my current state, but I suspect that if I went back to the highlights of all the streams, that somewhere between 15 to 20 goals have been scored while I'm doing the presses. And I know that because I've kind of torn one of my teres, and I should have not been playing the last couple months, but it only hurts sometimes. But what I did was I did my presses, and when the Panthers scored, I'm halfway through the press and I go, "Yeah!" and then I hurt myself. Well, tonight what I did was I did exactly that in the middle of a press when Kachuk scored, and I screamed and I put the weights down and I ran around the room and I knocked Kyle's water glass all over the floor, and it gave him a reason to bring out the broom. The broom. The broom. Are you kidding me? Now, before I get too far down the road, because I'm really stoned now, and I don't know how long I'm going to be here, I want to say to the Carolina fans, except for the really nasty half dozen people that came to the stream just to be trolling and being happy and literally threatening to hurt the players themselves, except for those guys, that I'm sorry, because you guys got swept and you probably feel like you could have easily just swept us. And it's kind of true. It's kind of true. And I can't imagine how ridiculously frustrating it must be where Bobrovsky finally had a somewhat human night and then you still lose the game because we scored 4? So, I get it. I get it. Now, in terms of what we saw on the ice tonight. Now, Bob was as good as we needed him to be. The fact that people were thinking that he was having a bad night because he allowed 3 goals. I mean, I suspect that if his worst nights in the Stanley Cup Finals, if his worst nights are giving up 3, I think I know where that's going to lead to, which is another celebration in about 10 days to 2 weeks, whenever they decide to start playing. So Bob, out of his mind. The only downside to tonight was Eetu Luostarinen not getting to finish out the game. I did not see him make it back out on the ice. I really was looking with the team picture with the trophy. I was looking. I didn't see him. That would kind of suck because he's been a big part of this team the whole year and the whole playoffs and even into tonight. And then he blocks a shot off his knee and he can't finish. And it would just suck if that means he was not able to get back on the ice and get a picture with the trophy. Hopefully, I haven't had a chance to look. I got to just watch all of the post-game stuff. I haven't seen it. I'm even streaming, and now I'm here talking to you. There were some minor complaints I could have made had this been a normal game. But it's not a normal game. And I think we all came full circle tonight. Full circle, and I'll tell you what I mean. We went into this season, some of us thought we knew what we had. Some of us made predictions based on what we thought we knew we had. I shut my mouth. But for the most part, many of us didn't know what to expect. So that trust just wasn't quite there. The start to the season was okay. We're starting to we could I think that smells like something. I can't quite, but very inconsistent. And so as the season went on to the 2/3 part, it wasn't looking good, let's be honest. Then we turned it around. We started winning games. We know the story. We even we didn't back into the playoffs, but we didn't just roar in either. We got in. So there was still that all right, we got in. Oh shit, we got to play Boston. Well, that was nice. Game 5 comes. Brad Marchand starts his breakaway with 5 seconds left. There wasn't one Florida Panther fan. Well, maybe there was one. Two. But let's just say the majority of us knew that puck was going in the back of the net and the series was over and Boston beat us 4-1. If you've been a Panther fan for 6 months, 6 minutes, if you're a 6-year-old Panther fan, you know Marchand, 5 seconds, Boston, forget about it. The series is over. But then Bob made that save. And that unsurety that we had at the beginning of the season started to turn into confidence. And then we won Game 6. And then we won Game 7. And the confidence got bigger. And it just bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until tonight, when Carolina tied that game late, that confidence was no longer there because it had turned to expectation. We didn't have confidence that this team was going to find a way to win. We expected it. We knew they were going to find a way to win. Because we've been watching more intently than we ever have in a long time to the intricacies of the game and what the team is doing, because we've been down this path of losing to the Islanders, and Huberdeau gets hurt, and Gallant gets fired, and we do the whole frickin' analytics, and we've been through all of these things all the way to get all the way up to this point. And then we trade Huberdeau, we trade Uyghur, and we're like, whoa, hey, whoa, I thought we just won the President's Trophy, right? What are we doing? So the fan base from that moment on became hyper intently aware. And I've seen a lot of people learn a lot about hockey this year because just wanted to kind of figure out what the hell is going on with this team. And so we added all of that up, and when Carolina tied that game, we knew. We knew. We didn't think, we didn't hope, we didn't have faith. We knew Panthers coming back winning this game. Might even do it in regulation. But if that sucker said, we are going to overtime, all right, I guess it's got to be like this. Then we get that power play, and Matthew Tkachuk, I mean, not all him. I mean, but he slides out in front from the corner, and they just let him. They just let him. And then he kind of got into the middle, and he could have taken the shot. But he adjusts the puck one more time so he can just slide over just a little bit further. Now he's almost into the left-hand part of the crease, and they just let him. Nobody planted him on his ass. Nobody, I don't even think anybody really tried to poke check him. They just let him come around from the corner, slide in front, adjust the puck, and roof it. And put us in the Stanley Cup Finals. And the celebration, I did see the replay. I didn't see the celebration when he scored the goal. Hell no. I saw a lot of stars, right? Getting up too fast. But his celebration after that goal, I mean, did you see he's sliding on the ice and he just was like Titanicing by himself. It was a sight to see. 4.9 seconds left. Like somebody in the chat said, it's not 3.8 seconds left, but that'll do. That'll do. All right. Now, last thing I'll say. This is not over yet. This is not finished. This is not over. There's still one more party to come. And we will have that party. We will have that party. And I stand here May 24th and telling you that we're winning the Stanley Cup. And it's not prophecy or prediction or any of that stuff. That was what I said in August. No, this is different. This is, I know. I don't have confidence. I don't expect even anymore. I just know. The puppets know. He knows. You know it too. Stu and I see you in the morning.